Today we are unboxing and assembling a RIDE1UP Limited V2 e-bike. This is the way the box comes. It's about 4.5 feet long and about 2.5 feet high. It's roughly around 70 pounds. Alright, we're going to start unboxing it now. It's got a little plastic strap on there. I think there was supposed to be 2 on there, but in shipment I think I lost one. Take care of that. Now we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we got 7 staples. Look at that. I see a tire here and a fender. That is the rear tire here. Handlebars. This must be the seat. Hopefully that's in good condition. That's going to be a little bit of a deal getting out of there. I've got a hand winch with a track on the ceiling here. And I've got a tie down right on the frame underneath the seat. And we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I'm getting to see it now. Oh, what's this? Is that loose? No, that's tied to the frame, so that's not going to fall off. Back tire looks like it's a little low on air. Wow, looks like I got the balance pretty good. And we are clear of the box. That went pretty smooth. Here is the small box that was in the main one. And it looks like what we got in there is we got a hat. A knit hat. I see a skewer. Front. Oh, we got the charger here, and front crank. This box. Oh boy, it's sealed pretty good. All right, let's take a look at it. We've got pedals and tools. Pedals, tools, we've got some lube, we got the rear light, some reflectors, Allen wrenches, and you get directions. I suppose these are directions. Owner's manual type deal, maybe. But there's your paperwork. Next thing we have to do is to put the fork on. And we got to start by disassembling all the parts off the steering tube here. There is a 4mm headed bolt that holds the cap on. And we want to make sure we put these in order so we get them back correctly. So we'll just lay them right down here the way we took them off. Spacers. And we get the dust cover here. And we've got little spacers there. And we've got the split ring. And make sure we orient that so we know which way the taper is going down. Smaller diameter on this side, larger diameter on the top. There. Now we're going to put our fork in the head tube here. Like so. We've got to take the split ring right here. Put that on first. Okay, we got that down in place. Next thing is these two silver spacers go on. Then the dust cap. And we got these two spacers. Alright, now I've taken the stem off the handlebars to make this easier. Put that on the steering tube. And we got the top cap. Put that in place. Put the bolt. Okay, it's not binding. There's no play. So that's pretty good right there. Alright, now we got to put the handlebars on. This is the front headlight right here. I am not going to be using this. I've got my own headlights and taillights I want to put on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the wire that goes into the frame. So there's no wire coming out of the frame to the headlight. If you're leaving your headlight on, you don't want to do this, but This is a little modification I'm going to do. I have my own brand of headlights that I like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the battery out and get in there and remove this wire to the headlight. There's the connection, if you can see that, for the light. Okay, we got it. Now we can pull our wire out. And there it is. There is the light and the wire all out. We got 2 screws that go into the lock, and we have these going into the frame. They're very small Phillips head screws. We're not tightening any of them till we get them all started. Now those are machine screws. This one right here is a sheet metal screw. Now the caliper is in this little bag right here, and it should be all the bolts and the mount, everything, yeah. And they got an insert right in there, so if you accidentally hit the lever you don't blow out the piston. Now the caliper has to go on the inside of the fork, like right here. Okay, what size we got here? We got 5mm. We'll have to do some adjusting on that, so We'll leave that a little loose. There we go. Now we can move it around. Once we get the rotor in there and tighten it down, now we have to put the clamp on the cable. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the front wheel. We're going to get this piece out of here. And the next thing we need to do is to make sure that the caliper is floating on the fork like that. And there is a little piece that they put in there so the pads won't get pushed when there's no rotor in there. Take that out. Now we can put our tire in. Line up our rotor. Got it in place. Now what we got to do is we've got to squeeze the brake at the lever and compress the caliper pads against the rotor. Then we can tighten the caliper up and it'll be all set. Okay, I got it nice and tight. Now we'll tighten up the there it is. Now it should turn free. Yeah, there we are. I'll press on the brake. Beautiful. All set. Our tire is all assembled. Next thing we have to do is install the chainring. Make sure it's all the way on the splines before you put the nut on. Now, this nut is left-handed thread. So you'll turn it counterclockwise to tighten. Alright, it's seated. This is the tool that they give you. To tighten that. All right, let's get this up here so I can get some leverage on it. Okay, all tight. Next we need to install the crank arm, and it has to be 180 degrees off from the other one. This is the right side, so 180 degrees off from the left side. So see that right there? That's 180 degrees off. Looks good. This is the bolt. It is a 8mm Allen wrench. There we go, all on. Next we have to install our pedals. These are the pedals that they give you, platform type pedals, and if that's what you want you can put those on. I like my Shimano SPD pedals, so we're going to put those on. Remember, right side is right-handed threads and the left side is left-handed threads. Now the wrench I'm going to use is a 15mm open end wrench that is a very thin wrench. Next thing we have to do is put the chain on the front chain ring here. Move our derailleur down, give us some slack in the chain. And there it is. All on. Next thing we want to do is check our shifting, see if it's close. Might need some fine tuning. Alright, we're on the small sprocket. Alright, let's go up. Good. I don't hear it going against the neck sprocket, so that's good. No, looks good, no noise, shifted good. That one. Seems very good. Let's go down. Alright, didn't hesitate. Wow, that's pretty good right out of the box. I thought I was going to have to fine tune it, but it seems pretty good. On my bike I removed the rear fender and I made this little piece right here, little piece of rubber, to protect all the cables and wires that come out of the frame, just in case the wheel did spin something in that direction. The bike is all assembled, minus the customizing I did with the lights and pedals and fenders. But we had one small problem. The front fork was mounted here in shipping like this. And what happened was it broke through the packing here and struck the rim. And it dented and warped the rim. So I got a hold of RIDE1UP and look what they did. They sent me a brand new complete wheel. It's got the cassette, the motor, cable. All we have to do is transfer the brake rotor. I am so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, RIDE1UP. Alright, so that's a wrap on unboxing and assembling a RIDE1UP Limited.